Hello and welcome back to the Round 1 coverage of our 2023 Junior World Championship coverage here, powered by Paragon. We're here in the greater Peoria area at this PDGA major, and I am Zach O'Heran, part of Crew 42, doing the coverage for the FJ18 division for this tournament. We're 9 holes in, and next to me, I have one of the competitors, Grace Dykema, on the mic. Yes, super excited to have you back here again. We are here at Bradley Park taking a look at front 9 scores. What's kind of standing out to you so far?
Par golf is good golf.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like very parable holes. It's very hard to get birdies on some of these, but if you're getting a bogey, you're probably going down.
Yeah.
So if you can just kind of keep it clean, I think we'll be good. Hole 1, 274 feet. It's a pretty steep and high hyzer. Those branches on the left are a lot bigger than I remember them being from last year. So there's kind of a low skip play if you really throw it well, but really if you can just land like at that bottom of the hill, you're in kind of a good place.
Yeah, I agree. You might be wondering, wait a minute, I thought you said this was the back 9. It sure is. We started on hole 10, so if you haven't already seen the first 9 holes, 10 through 18, you need to go back and watch that now. Zion off the tee box here, going wide, trying to hit the cameraman.
Ooh. Stay safe. That's a good line, though. I didn't mention, there's a, past those benches over there is a huge hill and cart path.
OB line
so
along
OB
it.
line. Ooh,
Yep.
Montana goes in early. That'll be a hard one to find, maybe, and get out of.
Early release is going to make the hole very difficult. She's going to have, hopefully, a pitch out at least, but we'll see what she has in a minute. Trinity's going to go up and over as well. This looks really
It looks
good.
like a right to left almost wind.
Yeah.
I think here. Okay.
We don't have a lot of wind at this course. There's a lot of coverage with the foliage, but
This is the only one I'm seeing the move on.
Yeah, because we were throwing the disc into the wind space. You're absolutely right there. And this
Ellie goes high.
young lady can throw real high.
She can.
Not as much
and
wind
she makes
push.
it on the hill.
Yeah, she probably wanted a little more push from that one, but she's going to have a putt.
Nobody's down the hill, though.
Thank the Lord.
That's a tough hill to walk up. You kind of got to like catch your breath after it. It doesn't seem very hard. But
we just went 3 flights of stairs from 18 to get to here.
Yeah.
I mean, no one wants to climb it up again. Montana forced to pitch here.
Yep. But it should be open from here. It's a similar look to the tee. She goes low. Looks like she makes it through the branches and skips all the way up.
Yes. Hopefully she can save that bogey putt from there. Here's Zion from deep circle 2.
Deep. Oh, right there.
Right off the basket, giving runs.
Nice line.
She was putting with a Fierce earlier in the round, but it's like a really premium plastic, so it's a little really slick. So she's changed to her Glitch, which is a little grippier edge for her. So looking like it's working so far. That was a really good bid from deep circle 2, low below the basket.
Oh, the putting struggles continue. Montana just not seeming to find a good rhythm.
Sometimes it's just not your day, though.
No,
like it doesn't matter. I mean, she's hitting chains. Her target isn't really big, but she's just not able to quite get it in the basket yet. And hopefully, she can figure that out as we turn the corner here on the back 9. I think this is Trinity's drive, right?
Yeah.
No.
Chains out.
Another one just not quite on frame there.
Generally, I would say these veterans are pretty nice catching baskets, but
dead
we've seen
center
a
for
lot
sure.
of
Outside ones, it likes to spit those right back out.
Yep.
Tap in there for a double bogey.
Double.
Yeah, unfortunate early kick there, and then wasn't able to save that putt there, even though she made a good effort at it. But that's going to be it for the first hole here on the back 9. It's going to be weird to say that hole, even for me. I'm so used to doing it in order. But we're moving on to hole 2. Grace, what's the game plan?
Hole 2, 120 or 192. My bad. There's kind of room out straight if you just throw it, because you really do not want to cut down into the junk early, because this is that same hill on 1 going all the way down. So the basket does curl out to the right, but you really don't want to go past it long.
Yeah, there's some danger. There's hills. It's not a fun ride over there. Not recommended.
If you stay honest, like that's
is the safe
a very
play.
good play.
Yep. Just throw it right where I'm standing, because apparently I'm a fun target for Zion so far. And then just lay
Open
up.
look. Yep, right there.
You don't even have to run it. Just lay it up, take your par, and move on. Hole 2 playing as, let's see here.
Looks wide, but it's going to skip in.
Surprisingly playing as one of the harder holes, just because there aren't a lot of birdies.
Okay.
It's just...
yeah, that's a lot of the holes out here. They seem birdieable, but not a lot of people converting.
Yep. They're right. Good forehand. First one we've seen from her, I think.
I think first one.
Yep.
She'll have a long putt there.
Also from Montana here. We got a forehand from her. This looks inside, maybe. Oh, no.
It's the tree, but that might have been a good hit.
Yeah.
Because she's set right there in the open.
And this should just be a layup. I mean, giving it a baby run. I don't mind that.
But it did skip a long ways.
See if she can make the comeback. Or here's Zion from probably 50 feet, and she's
right under the basket.
I'm too smart for this. Yeah, too smart for this. We're gonna lay it up.
This one drops off real fast. We'll see if Trinity has the guts to run it.
This is closer. This is what my go for it range, I would say.
Lofty run.
A little wider. I do like the idea of lofting it though. It would hopefully let it sit faster. We'll see how far she went down the hill from there. This looks like a really good birdie opportunity, but it's inside.
Out.
With those hyzer putts, anything on the am side, that high is...
it's just going to go out.
Yeah, it's not going to stick.
Tricky straddle here.
Dang, just a touch low. Not what she wanted there, but she'll be able to tap in from there, and Montana's looking to get her putting on target here. Yeah, that's a good catch.
There we go. Do we have any birdies on here today?
We do. We have one birdie on the day from Liliana. The forehand queen.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. She's like an exclusive forehand player, so that's not a big surprise for that particular hole. But we're going to move on to hole 3 now.
Hole 3, 338 feet. Pretty easy tee shot. Some trees in the way, but you really can just kind of get past them. The area around the basket's really the tricky part because, as you'll see, the road comes in real fast if you go deep.
That stump is also perfectly located to keep you from being close. It doesn't seem like it'd be in play, but I saw several discs this week just kind of run up into that, and it's a little trickier than it looks.
Early from Zion, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's
It's a pretty forgiving off the tee.
Yeah. Like I said, not a lot of OB painted in the first front 9. None here either. Again, just roads deep that you got to worry about. Speaking of worrying about OB deep.
Oh, yeah.
She actually has... This is a big power thrower. She probably is clubbing down to a putter here, I imagine.
If you've not seen the front 9, you will see Ellie definitely crushes.
She throws hard. She little ground play left her short, but she'll be able to see the basket probably just laying up. Maybe she had already hit 2 circle 2s. Maybe she's going for it. I don't know.
She might.
Montana turning this one over.
Montana. That's actually a great drive.
Yep. Circle 2.
Yep. But pin high, and she won't have that road as much to contend with.
Yeah, it'll be gone completely. Trinity. This needs to stay on its line.
Okay, she squeaks past that one.
Oh, sit down.
Sit. I think she'll be good from there.
Yep.
She'll be putting right towards the OB, though. Or at least, like, if she fades too much. We'll see what Zion has.
Yep, she's up there. Circle 1.
Longer putt than you want on this basket.
You sit on the hole overview, just have to beat the gap. This hole's playing as the 6th hardest hole on the day. This is not the hole I've pictured as playing as the hardest. But again, it's just one of those holes that just doesn't see birdies.
No.
People just aren't getting quite, like here, Montana, great drive, didn't quite get close enough, is going to lay up and take her 3.
Ellie is the farthest throw in the field. I think she's still outside circle or just on edge.
She's going to hyzer that too early, maybe too aggressive. Not OB, though.
Okay, she's safe. Still a long putt, though. Oh, just chains out.
The last 2 holes, she needed to share the balance left and right. She'd have been dead center.
Unfortunate bogey from that drive.
Back to back.
See if Zion can convert. She does. Great par.
She's feeling it with that putter a little bit better. I'm glad she found her groove. It's always nice to have a healthy adjustment to your game when you're feeling the struggle on something. A couple quick tap-ins, and then we'll be hearing from one of our PDGA sponsors here before we come back to our action.
Good job, buddy. I can't believe it.
You're up next.
Stay turning. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Wow.
Alan inbounds.
That's exactly.
Unbelievable.
Moving on to hole 4, Grace.
Hole
Break
4.
it down.
This one's a tricky one. 288 feet, but off the tee is a lot shorter. This one plays downhill off the gap. It's not too hard to get off the tee, but it goes down into the road, like we were saying, those OB roads deep quickly. And then if you can, you really want to cut this corner to get towards the basket. But if you're at all early, it's just pitch out land, basically.
Sometimes courses don't play out the way you do. They are supposed to in your head.
Yeah.
Like this is a hole when I was like doing the drone footage. Like this will be a harder hole. There's lots of OB. There's a slanted green. There's lots of things that can go wrong here.
It definitely seems like a hard green.
And it plays easier than hole 3. And so
that surprises me.
I know. And so
That one, great line from Zion there.
honestly, I think it's that right there. I think
Yeah.
players have recognized that I don't have to go inside. I don't have to hyzer. They're probably recognizing that birdies are going to be far and few in between. So just try to go wide and be
Montana.
safe. This is headed towards
Ooh.
OB, but she is going to scoot
She pierces the gap.
on the edge. She's going to be safe.
All right.
We'll take that. That's a great, like you said, great line. If she had hit a tree, she should have been parked. So this is wide.
That looks, yeah.
But the problem is, like, now you see the basket. Like, that upshot isn't, it's tricky, but it's not uber difficult, I would say. Uber, I shouldn't use that word. I'm too old for that word.
Ellie's definitely got to control her distance here. Looked like she went in early.
Yeah, she hyzered
Yeah.
that on a bad angle, and it goes very early. Trinity,
It looked like she went in pretty deep, too.
yeah, we'll have to see where she's at. I think she stayed closer to the edge, but I don't think she has a good...
Trinity looks like an open look. Gets all the way down, sit. Okay.
Yeah, that tree was so rude to her. She nicked it, and it just gave it a little extra oomph. She was about to be just parked. Yeah, this is
not as far in as I thought, though.
still not good.
No.
She's second forehand of the round. We have a forehand round counter. Ding! 2.
There's a good, I think it's like 80, 90 feet from, I don't think it's that far.
It'll be closer than that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be probably just inside circle 2.
Yeah.
Downhill, so it is runnable, but it's sketchy from up there. Zion.
But it's an easy up and down most of the time.
Yep.
But
Zion's
as you
playing
can
on
see,
easy
the
mode.
skippy ground going, especially on that downhill.
That's the easy mode play. Just go wide right, pitch
Yep.
up, take your 3, walk away.
Oh, she's gotten lots of chains.
She has. She's really close to blowing this round up and just like going absolute bananas, but she's just been off a little bit here. Montana back up the hill. Don't you dare. Oh,
Seems like she had that tree kind of in her way.
yeah. Bad camera angle. That's my fault. It was directly hiding
Yeah.
the basket.
Trinity going hyzer around, just short.
Definitely a hole that will add some bogeys to the score. But again,
Yeah.
like I said, fewer bogeys on this hole than the last hole, which is why it plays slightly easier thanks to efforts like that. I mean, that's a
Yeah,
good putt.
good save.
Yep, back up the hill for her bogey.
Zion starting out the back 9 really clean.
Yep.
Not really any like attention getting throws, but just easy pars.
Which, like you mentioned earlier, that's the game plan. If you can
Yep.
walk away with even, you'd be beating this card
Yeah.
right now. So, I mean, that's even's pretty good right now. How many rounds of practice did you get in at this course?
I only got one at this one,
Mm-hmm.
but I played here last year at World, so I kind of knew like where the holes were, what I was
Inside
throwing.
track information.
Yes.
Okay. So hole 5, what's the
Hole
inside
5,
track say?
211. This one's kind of tricky because there are trees kind of preventing any other kind of throw, so you gotta throw a hyzer flip or something that's gonna have a late flip, but then skipping up the hill and finishing on top here off to the right. If you've got a forehand, this would be a great hole for it.
It literally popped in my head watching this card throw. It's just like, this is a forehand hole. It's not super long. Go for it. And just not many people taking that option. They're going to go with the soft drifting backhand, try to use the hill and skip
Yeah.
it up. But this hill's pretty steep. You have to really scoot it with something fast to kind of get it up the hill. And so you
Zion
see,
had the right line there.
yes, but just need a
But
faster
just-
disc.
yep.
Yep. And then Montana made the correct adjustment for a putter, throwing it up so it gets over the hill, but unfortunately
Then
misses
hits
her
that
gap.
tree.
Yeah, right. And so she's going to be short down
Trinity's
the
lining
hill.
this one up wide, it looks like. Oh,
Mm.
hits a tree early. I'm not quite sure where that one ended up. She might have an open look.
That's always
It might
scary,
be
isn't
back.
it, when you don't see where it goes?
Ellie taking the early gap. Oh, almost makes it.
You can almost hear it, too. Just whack.
Yeah.
It's just, oh, no, not the disc. Not my baby. Forehand here.
Forehand up the top of the hill.
Yep.
Gorgeously done.
Man, they are really going after the cameraman here.
Yeah.
Starting to stand in too good of positions. And that's going to be...
Nice safe run from Ellie.
Yeah, nice and easy from her. Lily, forehand pitch, gets that log early.
Yeah. That seemed like she kind of missed her line there, maybe.
Zion with a chance.
Early release there.
Yeah, not
That's
quite.
okay.
We only had one birdie on this hole, and it's from the forehand queen herself.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Liliana's going to be
No
the
surprise.
only... Yeah, it's literally looking at the stats and just like, that's not a surprise at all.
Nope.
Trinity just off the band there. Probably her best looking missed putt on the day, honestly. It just looked clean, released good pace, but couldn't quite get down fast enough. And so she's going to have to tap in a bogey. Here you go, Montana. There's a good putt from her.
Yeah. Hopefully start the confidence for the later half of the round.
Zion tapping in her par. She's really just trying to make the course look as easy as possible on this back.
Yep.
You know, these 9 holes. No bogeys, just play clean. Tap in here, and that's going to do it for hole 5. That means we have hole 6.
Hole 6.
Yeah,
yep.
hole 6.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Hole 6 is an uphill throw off the tee. Most people are not throwing this gap. Most people are going out to the right on like a straighter hyzer line and then finishing kind of around that tree. I feel like a lot of drives filter there.
Darn the drone flyer. Someone should have told them what gap to fly, but I just followed the tee pad, honestly. I just like, what's the tee pad point at? And I followed that one. I didn't really look for any other gap. You're absolutely right. The right gap is the better one here for these players. They know that. Nice
There
hyzer.
is a road off to the left and deep. I would say the one off to the left, not very much in play unless you go on that left gap. But the one deep can definitely come in play.
Yeah, you'd have to roll to the... If you're taking this gap, you'd have to roll pretty aggressively to get that direction. Great shot I think that's a slow 2-speed from Montana.
It looks like
there.
something slow, yeah.
She's throwing... I don't know if her... I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure she's sponsored by Castoplast. I think her whole bag is Castoplast. I've never built a bag out of Castoplast, but it's very interesting to see what that disc would be. Ellie here,
par job.
I don't know, making this hole look ridiculously easy, splitting some trees on the way. Trinity's trying to follow suit here.
Going out wide, but the ground is... Oh, that's an interesting skip. We've seen a lot of skips today, so I'm surprised that one stuck.
Yeah, it didn't move very far left. She'll still have a birdie look, though. All of our ladies will here. Zion first.
Oh, just high and sit? Okay. That road deep can definitely come into play on putting.
Yep. Having some big skips off the top of the basket are nightmares for good putters.
Oh, yeah.
I still have flashbacks today. Trinity, you're so close. Inches.
If you save the stroke for just like target golf, she would be on fire.
Oh, yeah, for sure. She's winning in dots. She's taking all of her money in dots. Oh, left it low. Dang it, yeah.
Unfortunate for Zion.
The walk of sad. He could see it. Just needs to tap this in and move on. Hole 6. Let me check my stats before I say anything ridiculous. Plays as the 3rd easiest on the day, so definitely one that Zion's not wanting to miss out on. Montana.
No, this one's a very straightforward, either birdie or even if you miss, par.
I'm going to say it now. We got 2 of the 3 birdies on this hole for the day because I don't think she can miss this one. It's too close. Isabel Parker being the 3rd one. And we'll see you guys right after a quick break.
Ledgestone. Every summer, hundreds of disc golfers flock to the greater Peoria, Illinois area to compete in the sport's richest and most charitable event, the Ledgestone Open. But what does Ledgestone look like for the rest of the year? On the surface, Ledgestone is one of disc golf's leading retailers, but look a little closer and you'll find a group of motivated individuals providing the best possible service to the disc golf community. So whether you're building a bag, wanting to support your favorite pro, or looking to add to your disc golf wardrobe, choose the retailer that's as passionate about the sport as you are. Choose Ledgestone.
All right, we're back with hole 7, the one and only par 4 of this round.
This one's long, but there's also a lot of gaps. There's kind of, as long as you get off the tee, there's really no one specific gap that you have to aim for because you can just kind of make your way through it. There's a lot of room off to the right. Obviously, I mean, if you want to split the trees, do it. But there's a lot of room out to the right with just like open fairway. But otherwise, if you can, you want to kind of get to the left on a hyzer off the tee here. Montana throwing a little straight, but I think she's going for that outside gap.
Yeah, I think you pointed it out really well. There's just so many gaps that if you were to throw it too straight, can't talk, or to turn it over, there's still enough gap for you to be able to get up the fairway as much as possible. You really just got to avoid doing that right there, nearly hitting the cameraman off a deflection from the tree. I thought that was going to square me for sure. I was just thinking, oh no, I'm going to get hit, and luckily walked away.
When it looks from the camera like there's a straight angle, I would not say that's as open from the tee.
No, you really want to throw it on hyzer if you can. This was a good shot from Trinity, way out there. Get as much distance as you can, because the easier it is to kind of just get this hole out.
Ooh, early kick.
Not what you need here. She's going to need to have a really good second shot to kind of give herself a chance at a par save.
She's got, looks like an open look. I think she's going off to the right. No.
And she's by that other tree, which is going to truncate her run up even again. This is turning disastrous.
She's got a wide open one from here, though.
She needs to
see
get
how she recovers.
Clean here. And there's no OB, so even far left, there's some gaps over there, and she does that. She takes that easier gap.
Yep.
She's hopefully will be able to get up and down from there.
There is OB left of the basket on the road, but it's pretty difficult to get way over there until you get towards the pin.
Say, for context, she just threw almost straight left and still didn't get to the OB. It's a wild distance to... If someone would OB over there, I apologize. That was a rough day. Ellie from short. She's going to try to get into the green in 2. This looks a little short. Circle 2.
A little short, yeah. There's some OB road that pinches toward the left and deep of the basket. But I would say, like, as you're throwing in, it's not very present.
Right. Hyzer here from Trinity. Circle 2?
Skips, yeah.
Yep. Probably deep circle 2, but
yep.
Long look.
Open look.
And again, par here is okay. Zion here. This looks a little wide.
Looks wide.
Sit down.
Ooh. Over towards 8's tee.
Thankfully, no one was sitting there.
Montana going wide of the trees.
Like this play a lot.
Yeah.
Just nice and
Settle
simple.
right in.
Yeah. Wood chips. Hole 7. Let me check my stats here. Averaging 4.38. So a little over par.
Yeah. Looks like a nervy bit almost from Trinity.
Here we got
Looks
Ellie.
like she's lining it up.
Yeah, she's already hit 2 circle 2.
Why not?
Make that 3 circle 2s. That's an excellent birdie.
Excellent birdie.
And can you guess how many birdies were on the hole?
I would guess just one.
I would agree with you as well, and that's the one right there. We've had a few of those holes now where we've been the only birdie on the hole, so luckily for us, we were able to catch most of them.
Yes.
Zion missing that first shot, needs to make this here. I think this is her 6th.
Full routine. Just misses out.
Yep, a little nervy on the putt, high and left, didn't have a chance to stay in, so she's going to tap in. I think that's a 7. And she's been playing so well
so
up to this
clean.
point, and unfortunately this hole, the Plinko trees came and got her, so she'll have to stay focused. She still has 2 holes left to play. Trinity tapping in hers, and I think we only have Montana left, right?
Yes.
Yes. There she is. That's going to be her for her par, and that's going to mean we're moving on to our hole 8.
Hole 8, this is 100, I would say this plays a little more like 205, something like that, but you can kind of throw whatever you need to get off the tee, but you really just don't want to go in the road.
Agreed.
That's kind of the main...
No road.
And it all filters with this downhill, so like even if you go right, you can get so many big skips here.
Yeah, if you got a forehand,
yes,
now's the time to use it. Putter here from Ellie. This is going left.
Going left. Oh, and she skips in from the curb.
Wow.
That is a nice reaction, I guess, from there.
Yeah, I mean, an
That's
inch
saving her
farther right,
strokes.
and it would have
Yeah.
skipped over for sure. We'll take it any way we get it.
Sidearm again from Montana.
Love this play. Needs to slow
So
down.
good.
Yeah, in circle. Great shot. That's the way it's intended to be played, I would say. That's the line.
Yep. Trinity going straight at it. That one looks like it's filtering out. Yeah.
Yeah, it hits the tree. Does not give her any assistance. She's going to go in OB. But, again, it's just going to come back into circle. So, can she save the 3 from there?
The
Gives her a
make
good
from
chance.
OB is pretty savable. Montana, this looks like it's going early.
Oh, man.
That might have saved her from going out.
True.
So, we'll see. I don't know. Okay. She's got a long
She's
putt.
going to try to split them. Go in.
Oh, good line.
Good bid from her. Different disc, different putter.
Yeah.
So she's trying some different things. She's trying to figure out what's where the hiccup is. But Trinity,
Par save.
yep, able to make the par save as you mentioned. Ellie here looking for the birdie. 8 was playing as the easiest hole, bang, on the day with 5 birdies from our field.
There's a lot of birdies. I've also seen a lot of bogeys here, though.
Yeah, there's a couple bogeys on the
So-
hole as well. But definitely the easiest hole for this round particular when
Yeah.
it comes to, in relation to par. I should clarify, in relation to par. Got just Zion's tap in left. And that means we only have 1 hole left.
1 hole left, the treacherous hole 9.
Yeah, oh, man, what a hole this is. Par 3 question mark. Aggressive
Yeah.
question mark here. What's the
Lots
dangers
of-
here?
Everything is in
Everything.
danger. It's hard to get off the tee, but also everything down to the left just filters into this ridiculous hill. If you, it all just filters down there. You don't want to be down there. Just don't go down there. And then there's also the road long with a downhill filtering to that. So basically every shot you're in trouble.
Yeah. If I go straight, it's the only option that doesn't.
And the ground's very skippy.
Yes.
So a lot of drives that seemed safe would just pick up into the hill.
I honestly feel like just a really flippy turnover is the safer play. Forehand is the play, I would say, if you're just trying to be really safe. But you can see here that, I mean, Ellie gave a good turnover just there, whacks a tree, and now she's off the fairway.
Yeah. And the gap's not quite lined up for a wide turnover.
Yeah, it's a little awkward off the tee, to say the least.
It feels like you have to throw something straight, but anything you need like a late flip almost.
Yeah, we need a forward fading disc. PDGA manufacturers, figure out how to make a forward fading disc. That would help us out a lot. Trinity trying to go. This has a good angle. Needs to hold.
That was a line.
She just hugged it a little too much.
That was gonna be a really tight line because
Yeah.
I think she had the angle to get far down there.
And I like this line, but it's too high.
It looks like it's filtering over.
You said don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, it didn't look like it went all the way down, but you really never know.
it's you aren't wrong. It's such a bad hill.
It's a very steep hill with not a whole bunch of like if you get over there, you're going all the way down.
I mean,
it's a hard hill to climb.
I can imagine most players almost hoping that there'd be an OB line there so that they
Yes,
don't have to walk down there
definitely.
to throw. Oh, it's a rough hill. Ellie here from the left side. This is trouble spot, but she's gonna throw a hyzer.
Trouble, as that sits, yeah.
Yeah, good out from there.
Very
Should be an
nice
up
to
and
be
down.
able to throw like at soft discs and putters with that much distance here.
Montana forehand.
Sidearm definitely the advantage here. Just crashing into
Sit
the
down.
green. Sit.
This hole is rollaway city.
Oh yes, the ground is just so dry and skippy and it's downhill too. So just everything wants to go OB.
Oh, she didn't go down as
No,
far as I
that's
thought.
not bad.
Phew. Making me nervous. But even from that spot, she can only just pitch because her footing is so...
There's just so
What's the word? Compromised?
you basically have to stand on your 1 foot.
I'm trying to keep my vocab up to your par. You're using all the
Thank
fancy
you.
words. I don't know them.
Right under the basket. That's a great upshot to have that much touch.
Yes. Trinity now. From range. she doesn't get the ground
That's
play.
a surprising stick.
Yeah,
a lot of the times they'll slide.
There's
for
a little
long
pocket
left.
of sand that's just a smidge softer,
Okay.
and Zion finds it too.
Yeah.
And so they're both going to be a little short. There's a well inside circle, so let's not pretend like they're
But
80
definitely
out.
death putts.
Yes, but they're looking right at the OB.
And by this time, I think we're all getting a little worried about finishing the round. 'cause
Oh, yeah.
All of the other courses had gotten, I think, at least some kind of postponed. And the air was not quite clean.
It's coming down the pipeline right now. The air quality is about to get drastically worse into our second round. And so there is some antsiness on the field. You can feel it. They're like, do we have to start at 2? Can we start at 12?
Yep.
Can we get going here? But, our plan is to start at 2. There, hopefully we can get through the round. We're going to find out and get that messages as we come along.
Well, and good putt to finish the round for Montana. She had some struggles early, but she kept it clean.
But this hole is difficult.
I'm surprised no one went far long. That was a pretty nice green for this one.
Yes, everyone playing well. Yep. And so that's going to do it for our back 9, quote unquote, right? Our last 9 holes for the first round here. Taking a look at that, that means Ellie finishes at -1, Zion at +8, Montana at +4, and Trinity at +8. Taking a look at the standings, that's going to put Ellie in first place by 3 strokes, closely chased by you know who.
Yes, I had a great first round, so I'm up there.
So we're going to see you on the lead card, and then we got another additional player in Montana joining us again for round 2. So we're going to see those ladies in a little bit. Thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this has been great, and we'll see everyone on round 2. Yeah. Boom. 2.